Hello guys, Jonty500 here with another highlight video, and this is of the Vigero Masterclass round 2 a couple of weeks ago already, but let's just jump right into it. We are in the Vigeros again, and this time the entire race will be in rain, so definitely adding a little bit more to that. So right off the bat we have some controversy right here. Hit him in the back, which caused him to take out almost half the field. But he hit the brakes way too early in that corner. I had no chance whatsoever to prepare for it, so most of the blame on that incident was definitely on him, and therefore I decided not to wait in that situation, and we also cleared that up with the commissioners, and they had the same idea as me. So right up into third for the first in the first corner, a little bit unfortunate, but I got up pretty good, but here I get hit in the back, and that braking point seems to be a problem for very many. But luckily I managed to keep third. Second place did change during that corner, but I'm still in third, and I'm being able to keep up with these guys as good as I can. And yeah, it's definitely a good race, this one. Have some really good battles here, and I also yeah, very interesting. Of course, it's mixed surface again. You really gotta love the Vigero on the dirt. If you haven't tried it out, just take a fully customized Vigero out on the dirt roads. It's definitely feels very good. There you see some lag from Ratava. There were definitely quite a bit of problems with lag, and here you see Macy going wide out there. I get up in the second, almost takes Macy out, and Macy then gets up on the inside of the next section when I oversteer. Definitely you're gonna see quite some bumping between me and Macy. Macy is a very aggressive driver, and you'll definitely see that in this race with the battles we had. But definitely really great battles, but he's an aggressive driver, and it definitely took a toll on my car. Here I could try and go for a little bit of a cheeky line on the outside, but I mess it up completely, and that allows Ratava and Macy to build up a gap to me. But I try and keep with them as much as I can and don't fall back. I don't really have much space for any problems right now either, because there's one guy that's really close up behind me at this moment, as you can see on the minimap. But then after fourth there's a little bit gap down. So here Ratava and Macy go straight, really don't get that braking point right, and that allows me to move up in the first position. That's definitely something you don't see every day in my highlight videos, because I normally do mess up something in the beginning of the race and fall back, but definitely so far in this race very good, and I'm up in the lead. It's a nice change of pace for once. And I honestly, for the first half of the race, I was very much in the lead here and battling for the lead. And definitely my fight with Macy for the first position was definitely my best fight that I've had in a long time. As you see, right there is Macy, very much putting pressure on. And he, as I said before, he was very aggressive during this race. I definitely got a few bumps to my back, and definitely he was very close to taking him out a few times, but he never actually managed to fuck up anything so much that he never really took me out during the entire race. So I'm very happy about that, of course. As you see, right now we're like getting to know, and here you're gonna see him take a little bit of a bump to my backside, and you're gonna see that a few times more. Definitely a very aggressive driving style from Macy at this moment. But yeah, all I'm trying to do right now is just defend my position, keep doing a good race, avoid the mistakes to keep my first position. So as you see here, Macy gets a little bit of a problem in that corner, and that allows me to build up a gap again. And yeah, let's jump from a little bit here. We're 14 minutes in, and next up we have later on the next lap, you know, this corner. This corner has a really interesting braking point actually. When you're in the rain, you really need to brake really early, because you have a really high pace. And I did mess up that corner quite a lot, as you will see later on. So here you have this is quite a long battle sequence. As you see, I get some oversteer over there, and Macy is then right up on me. He tries to go for the inside, but doesn't have enough pace to do it, so I can just continue on in my normal racing line and just try and get through. One thing we also saw during this race was that the car definitely had a tendency to slide, and also the guys that actually got the fastest lap time during this race were actually drifting around the dirt corners with the car. So it's actually one of the first times I've been racing in GTA where it's actually a little bit faster to drift in some corners, and that's an interesting aspect of dirt racing with muscle cars. It's a completely different beast, especially of course in the rain, because that really you're definitely feeling the lack of traction, but it's definitely another aspect to it entirely, and I enjoy it very much to race in low traction condition. So there Macy goes out very wide there. I didn't do anything there that was illegal, like force him out or anything. He wasn't far up on the side of me to have the right for the outside line, so I just decided to close it on him. And we continue down this section. Just try and keep him as much as I can do behind. He's definitely a very aggressive, fast racer, as I said, and this was. But we had a really long battle. I gotta be honest, like a really good battle. Definitely one of the best battles I have had in a long time. And as you see here, I get that corner completely wrong, and he gets up on the inside. I hang around on the outside, have the inside for next corner. A little bit of an oversteer, still side by side during this dirt section. I don't let up, go up here, have the inside on the next corner. Then he almost takes me out there and has to let off the gas, and that allows me to move up into first again. But as you may see on the minimap right now, the guy who was in third, King, has now caught up to us, and and now it's a three-way battle for the lead. And yeah, so that might make some really good racing with Macy and the guy behind. So I was just hoping at this moment that they would slow each other down, and that would allow me to maybe build up a gap to them, and that's at least what I'm trying to do right here. So here you see them coming up from behind. Macy hits my inside a little bit, causing me to spin, and then King knocks me in the back, which just propels me forward a little bit. So I got a little bit lucky where I ended up in that exchange, but luckily it didn't cost many positions, and I got to remain in the lead, at least for the time being. So we continue on this this straight here, and you see Macy is there, King is right behind him. Definitely really tight race. So here I mess up this corner, as I spoke about this corner. Go way too wide, but here I managed to clench it a little bit, go out on the inside of Macy here, just try and keep with him as much as I can. I got up on the outside here, tried to hold it, but he blocked off that line really well. And here I hit the inside of the hay bale there a little bit, and that allows also King to move up in front of me. So I lost 2 positions in that exchange there. Unlucky with the barrier, I might have been able to keep King behind me, but yeah, that's just how it goes. Anyways, moving forward here, I'm just trying to keep up with the guys as much as I can, because I know that these guys are faster than me, so I just gotta try and copy their racing lines, and just looks like how could I improve my time. But as you see, the Vigero, for some reason, like in this uphill section, it was really difficult to keep a track of the car. It definitely was very loose in the uphill section with those long corners, and it was definitely very inclined to slide the car. But as you will see here now, if you look at King going into this corner, he hits the inside barrier, and that allows me to move up into second. I did nudge him there, and it caused him to spin around, but there was pretty much no way I would have been able to avoid him, and I definitely don't feel that I should should have had to wait there either, because you know, it wasn't really my fault that he crashed in the first place. I of course caused it a little to become a little bit worse for him, but still his own mistake. If you take a look at the minimap right now at this section, Macy flips his car over and ends up right in the ditch there. I don't know if he flipped or if he just spun out, but that allows me to actually move up into first place again. So back into first. Very good fight for the lead here, and I was doing really good here. I really enjoyed. Like, that was really intense the first section of the race with Macy and King. Also King disconnected later on, so I wasn't able to fight with him throughout the whole race. But then here you see Macy going for a cheeky little cut back on the inside, but I cut him off quite well there. I didn't think there was anything fishy about that defensive move, but I managed to keep him behind me there at least. But I know that Macy is really putting down the pressure on me right now, and it's definitely very sweaty, very difficult to keep him behind. But honestly, I think I did a good job for a few laps there to keep him behind. Definitely thanks to Macy for pushing me so hard. I'm always best actually when I'm defending my position. Like normally when I try and like catch up to people, I end up choking. But then when I'm defending, for some reason I'm able to avoid chokes and just keeping people behind me. But here you see I mess up that corner completely. Macy gets up on the inside of me. I decide to just hang it out, so I have the inside line on the next. Then I oversteer pretty badly, but Macy gives me a little bump, but still going side to side into this section. And I managed to keep him behind me there. Very good defensive move if you ask me. I was very happy with that. Then Macy decided to put in a couple of hits more, as I said before. Very aggressive fight. That he knew that he was in the wrong there, so he waited for me to gain my control back. Then I really mess up this the launch from that corner, but Macy wasn't able to capitalize on that, and that was very happy for her. There you see King disconnecting. And we're starting on lap 6, so it's night now, and we're in the off-road section, one of the off-road sections again. You see Macy is still right on my ass, just really putting on the pressure. I go a little bit wide in that corner, but I still managed to keep my car straight. Here I have a little bit more of a defensive move. Macy goes for a little bit of a cutback move, and yeah, as you see there, him there. Definitely showing his lights, showing the front of his car, putting the pressure down. And here he gets a really good cutback move. I don't have enough pressure there to, or not pressure, but I didn't really have enough grip on the inside to be able to keep that. So very good move from Macy, and definitely GG to that battle. I had a lot of fun in it. As you see, I'm just now trying to keep up with Macy as much as I can, because I know he's fast. I can follow his lines and learn something from it. Yeah, let's continue on. With Macy, Macy is a quite interesting driver in like the GTA racing community. Really young guy, very talented, but also very aggressive in his attacking. He has insane pace and is definitely very aggressive. So he's definitely a guy to look up to in the future, because I think he still hasn't reached his full potential. But let's continue on here. As you see, Macy got into some issues there, so I try and keep as close to him as I can, just put the pressure on. But then I mess up that section there and lose a lot of time, and it allows him to move up and get some distance on me. Just trying to put on as much pressure as I can. I was very surprised there that I didn't get caught up in that bush. It was a huge bush, but I managed to get through it without getting caught up, so that's very fortunate. Let's see, Macy definitely, he keeps it from this point forward. I never regain my first position again, and as you see, he has built up some gap here already. You know, as I said before, I'm always best when I'm defending, and I wasn't really defending anymore, and then the first choke of the race comes in, and Dr. Peppers takes the second position from me, so I'm now down into third position. Really unfortunate situation. I was doing very well up into that point, and that cost me, and I just that crash kind of threw me off. This here now is my first pit stop. We had to do 3 pit stops. For some reason the pit stops really glitched during the race, and it cost me so I wasn't able to get any repairs for my car during the pit stops. And I did notice that after that first choke I did have some kind of suspension damage to my car, or at least I believe that I had something, because the car was bouncing in a weird way with its front when I was braking, so that was most likely losing me some time. And as you see, in that pit stop I lost 1 position, so Mr. Boxman 1 got up into 3rd place, and I'm now in 4th. And as they say, one accident rarely comes alone, and then that happens. Absolutely a huge choke, and I lose my 4th position and fall down into 5th. Definitely just hit a dirt patch on the inside, which caused my car to roll, and I lost an insane amount of time on that. Really unfortunate, but there's not much you can do. So 5th position, I'm kind of racing by my own. And as you see here, now I managed to close the gap to the guy in front, but he decides to respawn actually. As you see, he goes straight there, and once I have gone through the curve, he spawns right behind me. So he just because of the pit stop issues with not being able to get the wrenches, I guess he decided to respawn there. Here you see I have been driving on my own for a long time, so I decided that here I should take my second pit stop in, and I'm still in 4th position. And as you see, there is one guy that got past me, so now I'm down into 5th, and then there's another guy, drone balls, going over here. But I managed, since I had a greater speed out of the pit lane than he had coming out of the hairpin, I managed to get back up into 5th. And my second pit stop done, lost 1 position in that, so from now in 5th. And here I have a complete brain fart moment. As you will see, I go here on the inside a little bit too much. I hit the small concrete patch, and that sends me out wide. Luckily I managed to save it and get back on track, but that was a really weird moment. Then drone balls messes up here, I would say, yeah. He gets oversteer on the dirt, and that allows me to get up beside him and push him for the 5th position. And I actually managed to get the overtake done, which I was very happy about. Really a freak accident with the small concrete patch on the inside that caused me to go wide, so I was very happy that I was able to save it, and also managed to regain 5th position shortly thereafter. So here is my second pit. On my 3rd pit stop I decided to actually respawn. Like I stopped there at the exit, and then I respawned. So I calculated the time pretty much, and if you took a look at the current the lap time, it actually took me like 2 or 3 seconds longer than a 10-second pit stop to respawn and get back into the pit exit or area. So definitely lost my 10 seconds there, as I should have with a normal pit stop, even a little bit more. And we're only 2 laps from the finish, and I'm in 7th place. So you definitely see that the pit stops have not been very nice to me. I have definitely been falling back. My pit stops, I took them quite late because of the great battle at the beginning. But I also think that many people that took their pit stops very early started to catch up to me, and here you see I'm Awesome has managed to catch me. And with the second pit stop and like getting caught up with people, or how should I say, trying to find my words right. Many of the people that did their pit stops very early on most likely had the opportunity to drive faster, And my battle with Macy, even though it was very fun and very good for me to just try and battle a little bit, definitely caused me to lose time to the guys that took their pit stops earlier, and therefore I fell back very long when I started to do my pit stops. But all the pit stops are done right now, and we're definitely in the end battle. I'm still in 7th position, with I'm Awesome really hounding me and definitely putting on the pressure for my 7th position. And there you see he gets this corner very well, gets out on the outside, doesn't really have the whole overtake done yet, so I try and hang around here on the outside. I was positioning myself for a cutback move there, but I was unable to get it done because I was too close to him. And now I'm just I was trying way too hard in that corner to get a good exit, and then I end up in the ditch, forcing me to respawn. Unlucky. Very unlucky situation. Lost my position to Brady, and also lost a lot of time because of that mistake with the bump on the inside or outside or whatever it was. So right now there are a couple of people doing pit stops right here at the end. There you see drone balls getting out of the pits, and I mean right now we're going out on the last lap. I'm in 8th, drone balls in 7th. So I definitely felt like I had a good if I really got a good last lap in, I would be able to catch drone balls, and of course if he had of course he needed to have a little bit worse of a lap than me. But I kind of managed to do that. Here you see drone balls messing up there, and that allows me to move right back on him, just putting the pressure on. I go a little bit wider here, get a better exit, and get up into 7th position. Really good section there. Definitely happy that I managed to recover at least one position from that massive choke I did right at the end of the race. And yeah, 7th position is actually quite good. I'm quite happy with 7th, considering everything that happens during this race. Definitely think I could have gotten like top 5 if I would have been able to avoid those mistakes. And maybe I could have placed up my tactics a little bit better, like fighting. When you have a pit stop game, fighting with people, you're definitely getting slowed down. So even though it may not be as fun to drive by yourself, it's actually better when there's pit stops involved. But anyways, 7th position, and that's also where I will be finishing. Drone balls definitely put a lot of pressure on me right here at the ends. As you see, I almost managed to beat this guy that comes out of the pits right now. With a little bit of with one of those chokes had been gone, you know, I would have gained at least 2 positions in my opinion. So definitely the chokes definitely cost me the race. But 7th, I'm very happy with that. Thank you like everyone in the race. I had a lot of fun. Definitely a very good race. And the next and last round is on the 4th of September, and I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.